All right, where are we off to? We are going to Providence Canyon today. It's at the border of Georgia and Alabama. It's like a little Grand Canyon for the East Coast. Really cool campground. We're going to start off there, and then tomorrow morning, first thing, we're going to kick off a couple hours west through Montgomery, and connect with the Southeast BDR, and then run that for a few days. This is going to be the first trip of the year. I ended last year with major surgery on my shoulder, so I haven't been able to do any kind of traveling, so I haven't been able to do this for months. But I'm back in business, and we are on our way out. I have a bunch of new gear I'm trying out for the first time for any kind of extended trip, so I'm excited about that. I'm actually traveling with a good group of dudes who I've known for a while, so that's going to be fun, not doing everything solo. And we're looking forward to it. About 3 hours in, and I got about 3 hours left exactly. And I'll see you guys at camp. We made it. Providence Canyon, Pioneer Spot 3. Some of the boys are already here. Awesome. This spot's huge. We get it every time we come up here. As you can see, you could probably throw, I don't know, 10, 15 trucks in here if you wanted to. Great little spot, great fire pit. You get camp set up, and yeah, go hike. Morning, buddy.
Hello.
Hi, Nala.
We survived.
We did.
Our first night camping.
This was Nala's first day camping. She did fine. No one died. She didn't eat Jack, so that's a plus. We'll see how she does the rest of the trip. We are at Providence Canyon. We're in Pioneer Site 3. They got this giant pagoda behind us. Got this big old fire pit behind me here. See if it'll catch up. Here we go. And we all camped back here. That's Jack's truck. You see the GX there. New buddy Tim, his ZR2's over here. And my buddy Spencer is behind me back there. And his new Ranger Raptor. So we're going to tackle some of the Southeast BDR over the next couple days. I only have until Sunday. Today's Friday morning, so we'll see how much we get done. And then I got to go home. Short trip, should be fun. See what we can capture. This is Tim. Spencer.
Hey.
How we feeling this morning, guys? Yeah, we're live.
Excellent.
Yeah?
Good.
Spencer's the fancy girl with the Ranger Raptor. He's going to be going twice as fast as everyone else. Jumping it. He promised me to jump it. He's not going to jump it.
I might.
It'd be awesome. All right, so we are on the way. We left Providence Canyon maybe 10 minutes ago. The 4 trucks are headed to, we're going to be just west of Montgomery. We're going to pick up the trail there. We got a couple of red sections that show up on our Gaia maps as far as the level of severity of the course, so that should be cool today. Spencer's been out with us a few times. He did the he did the Smoky Mountain 500 with me, and I believe he also did the Georgia Traverse with me. I've done both of those with Jack. Tim and his new truck. This is their first time off-road. So, I think he's in for a really fun day. All right, well, like you can see, the dust conditions in Bama are ridiculous. Pretty happy that we have the snorkel on here. Should help a little bit. We are currently pulling off. We finally hit the dirt. We're finally on the actual trail, so we're going to do some airing down just for some vehicle sympathy, then get back on the road. All right, we just turned onto a road that leads up to Flag Mountain. If memory serves from the last couple times I've been through here, Flag Mountain's got some really cool camp spots. I don't know if these guys are going to want to stop and check them out, or if we're just going to keep busting through. But no, on top of the mountain, there's a pretty good view, and there are some cool camp spots that I have marked out on the map. Yeah. All right, cool. So this is the second red section.
It looks like fun.
This actually looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's the safest thing, but here we go.
And it looks like it gets a little crossed up, and it looks like it's got some drainage ditches stuff going on, and a bunch of rocks, and now we can actually use some of our off-road goodies.
I'm just gonna wait so when Spencer spins his back tires with his 500 horsepower engine, the brake goes.
Yeah, if you cut driver, it should drop in, and then it's going to come up in a second. Keep going, very nice. Passenger side's not going to drop. Good. There you go, crossover. More driver, more driver, more driver. Yep, it's going to come down nice and slow. You're going to feel it got, there you go. Nice tuck in that back axle. Good job, just keep going, nice and slow. Now Jack's just going to jump it. Little three-wheel action, good stuff, good throttle, and you're through. Awesome. All right, pretty cool section of trail. We're actually getting to use 4-low and kind of crawl it. Make sure you're doing okay. Truck's doing great. It's my little trail donkey. And up next is Spencer. Let's see how he does. A little bit more driver, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more driver right there, and just kind of hold that line. If you just take that, yeah, no, keep going driver. Yeah, don't turn the wheel, go driver. You're gonna come down, nice and slow, nice and slow. It's done, it's gonna come up, nice and slow off the back so we don't hit the bumper. Start doing passenger. Excellent. And you are mostly through. Just watch this ledge over on your passenger wheel. I'm gonna try to not trip. All right, start cutting driver and go straight down. You're good, you're through. Let's get Tim through. Good job. Nice and slow, even pass driver a little bit, driver a little bit, driver a little bit. There we go, nice and slow. Keep it nice and slow and steady, slow and steady. Just keep it coming. Doing good, nice and slow off that back end. Good job. Start turning passenger. And you're done, you're through. Slow, good. Slow, good. Nice and slow. Keep coming. Passenger, straight up, slow, good, good. Awesome, you're through. You even got a little wheel lift on the back there.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, I loved it.
All right, this is a lot of fun. We don't normally get to actually like throw it in 4-low and do some crawling and all that kind of stuff, so this is fun. So let's check this spot out. This is the best spot I have ever seen for camping. Now, getting it level, probably an issue. Can I figure it out to camp up here? 1000%. Because look at this. Look at this. Someone come look at this. Unreal. Nice and slow, keep it going. Nice and steady on that gas. Nice and steady, nice and steady. Keep it going, keep it going. Pause. Right at me. Good, it's gonna come down on that side, you're good. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Straight out. Driver side. Nice and slow. Back tire's gonna come down and come up. Well, good morning. See, we slept right on the side of the road here. I was not able to get my vehicle up at that lookout point just because there's 4 of us and it didn't make sense for me to drive the truck up there and get that cliffside parking when there's 3 other dudes. I slept on the trail. You see Jack slept on the trail, and the 2 tent guys put tents up there. I don't know how level they were. I got to talk to them this morning and see how comfortable they were, but they certainly had a hell of a view. What an awesome spot. Spencer has his little tent set up over here. It's pretty exposed out here, so he had a little bit of wind last night, and the tent was shaking quite a bit, and it was not us messing with him. Not this time anyway. Tim was over here in his truck, and he had his Gazelle tent popped up right here and is almost flat. And then Jack and I were down in the street. As far as campsites on the East Coast go, I don't know if there's a better campsite that you can find. So we're about to finish packing up and get going. Today should be very much like yesterday, where we got another probably 2 or 3 hours of very slow going, very rocky, very technical fire road, for lack of better terms. It's a lot of fun. It's just we're not getting anywhere fast. We're still in Bama. Took an entire day yesterday. It's going to be the better part of today to get through, and then I leave tomorrow. So this video might just be Alabama, which is fine. I just wanted to get out, do a little bit of camping, and then show you guys what the trail looked like. Doing some of the harder sections this time that I kind of bypassed on the last Southeast BDR trip, just because I was by myself and didn't want to get into anything crazy and break a CV or something out in the middle of nowhere by myself and have no way to either contact people because I didn't have my Starlink or get the truck rescued, aside from just kind of waiting on the trail and hoping someone kicks by. So that's the plan for the day. I'm going to show you something real quick though, which has been awesome. I always use stuff like an InReach mobile or a, oh God, what I have, a Spot or a Zoleo. And on this trip, I made a little bit of a purchase and I got myself a Starlink Mini. I can tell you this thing has been amazing for camp. We've had all 4 guys running off the Wi-Fi on it. Everyone's had full phone connection. Everyone's had internet. We've been able to upload videos and share stuff with their families. I initially had it plugged into the truck at the first camp, and I had it up on top of my my Devos light because they make like a little platform that you can. Spencer's loud. Little platform for the Mini that goes up on top of the light, which is awesome because it gets up out of camp. But in this camp, we didn't have that option. So Devos makes this little battery pack that slides right in. And it's just sitting by itself, running wireless in camp. And it's been great. All 4 of us have been using it all night in camp, just running wireless off that battery. And I'll get in the truck today, and as I'm driving, I'll recharge the battery up. And when we get to camp tonight, I'll just kind of toss it out in the middle of camp, and it'll work great again. With the price of the Starlinks now, if you're going to be camping, you can just kind of like drop it on a rock and have full internet and connectivity, that's awesome. If something bad was to happen, we don't have all the normal like panic of, oh God, we're in the middle of nowhere. What are we going to do? We can reach emergency services. We can call family. We can call friends. We can go online and let people know like, hey, we're here. I need help. Please come get me. And it's been very, very nice. So if you're going out, I think it was like $300 for the mini, another 100 and something for the battery pack. And I actually have a code for the battery pack. So I work with Devos a little bit. I'm ambassador for those guys. Jade Overland, I think gets you 10 or 15% off on that. I think it's well worth it. It's my first time using it, and we all seem to be enjoying it. So go get yours. It helps. Peace of mind. Nice and slow. Start cutting passenger. Nice and slow. All right, you're clear. All right, boys, we stopped a little bit early yesterday. Do we think the campsite was worth it?
Yes. 100%. I didn't think we were early.
All right, so it's day 2 on the trail. Yesterday, we started right at the Georgia-Alabama border and worked our way fairly quickly onto some fire roads. And those fire roads very quickly turned into just, it's Alabama, Tennessee. It's all like very slow rock. You're trying to make sure you don't puncture a tire by going too fast or doing anything silly. All right, so we hit another outlook that it is on the map. I think if we had wanted to, we probably could have got all 4 trucks up here and everyone could have found a flat spot to camp. So I'm going to have this one marked not as an outlook, but as a camp spot, because I think I would have parked right there and then had the view from the back of my tent as this. And that could have been really cool. Again, I don't think we had a bad spot. I think we had a cool spot. But I think this could have been pretty darn cool too. Let's check out the rest of this. It looks like you can put, right, 4 or 5 trucks up here. If everyone's got leveling blocks or max tracks to level them out, I think we could have got a whole bunch of people in here.
Flat. There's, yeah, right here. Right there. There's over there. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty solid view. This section here, if you're looking at my map, not the actual BDR group's map, but mine if you ask for it, is just north of the Talladega Forest. You'll come to you'll come off the trail there. You're going to hit pavement for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, right back into the trail. And then you're going to come to a point on the map where it's got a Jeep symbol and it splits. If you go right, it looks like a shortcut. And if you go left, it looks like it's going to take a long time to go around it. My last trip through, I took a right, and it took 3 hours to go a couple miles. Very technical, very tippy, a lot of giant granite slabs. I don't know that if it's been repaired or not, but if it's like it was 6-7 months ago when I came through, the rainwater had come through and washed out the whole center of the track, and I was like chest deep walking through the center culvert. It was extremely tippy getting through there, and I thought it was a shortcut. In hindsight, the left trail, which looks like it's going to take way longer, is this. It's just processed gravel, and it's very fast. So if you want to do something technical and you have the ability to, and you have friends to spot, take that right trail. The Jeep trail is a lot of fun. If you're just looking to make miles and maybe not test your vehicle so much, go left, because you're seeing what it looks like. Easy peasy. So we're going to continue going, continue to push, and maybe get into some more technical wheeling, but if nothing else, we just enjoy the views from the mountains and just keep trucking along. All right, welcome to my home away from home for the night. We are at Cedar Creek. It is an RV park on the sign. They do welcome tent campers too, and this is what you get. Some picnic tables, a bunch of tent spots. We are on the lake. I am back here. There you go. In one of their 2 brand new Overland spots. They actually moved some stuff yesterday, created some Overland spots for rooftop tenters like us. So there's my truck. Jack's truck is right behind it. He's staying inside. Spencer's got his tent out. Tim's got his tent out. And it is supposed to pour tonight. 10 to 5, it is supposed to absolutely dump on us. So we will see how those ground tenters like that in the rain. Their setup and breakdown has been very fast, very easy. However, I think the rooftop tenters have it when the weather gets nasty. So we'll see. They both have very nice tents. So the Gazelle, I actually have the exact same model Tim does. So I know that's fine in the rain. Spencer's, I don't think he's had it in the rain yet. I know he's got a tarp down. He knows what he's doing, so I'm sure it's going to be great. Both of those tents are awesome. They both set up in like 30 seconds. So, and the view here, minus the crazy people, is pretty nice. We are right on the river. We're kind of hoping they're not staying. They rented it out for parties. So we're kind of hoping that by the end of the night, as soon as it gets dark, they pack in, they go, we can light our fire, we can hang out by the river, enjoy our evening. But that's my last day on the trail. Today was very dusty. It was very slow. We did not make much mileage. And that is just Alabama. This is the second time I've run the Southeast BDR, and it's the same thing both times. Bama just takes a while, man. It's not hard. It's just really slow. Our first day, when we kicked in from just west of Montgomery, was slow. It wasn't difficult. It was just very slow. A lot of rocks, a lot of ledges, that kind of stuff. Just nothing hard. You can't fly through it. And then today it was just so dusty. If it was one vehicle, not a big deal. You can kind of blow through it. But as soon as you stack 3-4 cars behind you, everyone slows way down. We couldn't go more than like 15, 20 miles an hour with the dust. Otherwise, you'd lose everybody. We figured something out as far as staggering vehicles a couple 100 meters apart and doing call outs and all that kind of stuff. But even with that, it took a while. So all in all, great trip. The Alabama section's really good. It takes a long time. From here, the rest of the guys are going to kick into the Georgia section. We crossed into Georgia, I don't know, maybe 10 miles before we reached this place. They're going to kick north from here and then kick over eastbound and meet up with the Georgia Traverse, Smoky Mountain 500. Start hitting some of those little spots on the route that you saw in my other video. And that part's a blast. I wish I could have made it there, but Bama just takes a long time and I'll need a couple days. So that is all I have for this trip. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's a really good time. Highly recommend it. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the trail.